Hi everyone, hope that you are doing well. Welcome in. Just going to check the energy here on this platform. Thanks for those of you who do follow the channel and you are upright and all of that kind of stuff. I appreciate you so very much. And happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. If it is a special day for you, maybe you're gathering with people. A lot of people are gathering for this day to do fireworks and stuff like that. So if you are, then please be careful and all that kind of stuff. If you are new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. I'm recording out of the Kansas City, Missouri area. And I do a work here a little differently than a lot of readers. It's a free-for-all, and I let the Most High God say what he wants because nobody's above the Most High God. And he just lays it all out on the line and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm just going to wait here until more people come in. Government is under judgment for messing with my technology and all that kind of stuff. I noticed on my other channel today that I went back to look at some comments and stuff, and I had, I don't know, on my end, it shows every time I put my comment there, it would be removed. And I don't think so, people. Whoever's on my technology, you're gonna get off, and I'm not gonna stop until I beat you down small. You don't have a right to get on people's technology at all. You're not me. You're not me. You're never gonna be me. Okay. I'm open for some readings as well. And you can actually go into the community section, and it'll show you it'll show you my contact information, and it's actually right here. Make sure that this is Shannon Hensley, ShAhH Gates Pure Spirit Tarot, or ShAhH Gates Pure Spirit on PayPal. Okay, you can contact me there. It's for donation. It helps me to be able to eat and to keep a roof over my head because government has stolen things from me, and people have gotten on my technology and whatever. So you can message me there, and I can contact you, and we can speak. Okay, together. Also, Cash App has a little subject line that you can just give me your contact information, and I'll contact you. It will be by a private phone call. And stuff like that. We can, set up a time. Tell me if you are Central Standard Time, Pacific, whatever, and just kind of put real easy information there if you're using Cash App for when it's the best time for me to contact you. I'm Central Standard Time, so when you are putting that information to pick a time, please keep that in mind, because I won't call you like in the middle of the night or something like that. So we'll just have to figure something out. Maybe if you want to put me your email in, we can maybe figure something out that way as well. However you want to contact me here, but it will be for donation. I would ask for you to sit with the Most High God and ask what he would desire you to just bless the channel. This is just for helping a person in need right now because of dirty leadership that's done some nonsense to my life. And I'm in need. I've been eating pancakes for the last 2 days. I had bought a package of flour. I just made the rest of it today. I got enough for 2 more pancakes to eat. And this is kind of nonsense that I'm talking about, people. I know that a lot of y'all know my story, but it's a nutso thing that people would sit here and your family would watch and do some nonsense to your life like that. And the Most High God's going to get the last say. Nobody gets to come up in here and just try to kill somebody just because, well, we want money, or we took a life insurance out on you, or we stole your inheritance and we kooks. Yeah, y'all are kooks. Yeah, y'all are kooks. There's something wrong with your brain that's twisted and it's really been programmed like a little robot, and you really are insane. You really, really are. But anyway, this is my contact information. We'll see. Right now it looks clear on the screen. I've noticed that I've done videos before and somebody gets up in here and distorts it. But right here, right now, it does look pretty clear. So I have the comments on as well. And so somebody can go into this video in the description box and compare this information to see if it does show up that way. Then because sometimes I feel like they're just very picky about who comes. I mean, my other channel shows, and I've been growing on my other channel, but it shows there's thousands and thousands of people on that channel. And it shows thousands of people here on this channel as well. I know people are busy today, but you know, when other people do live videos, you got people popping in on their channels all over the place when I'm watching live videos. And I don't do that very often, but I can see like all these people coming in on other people's channel. How come my channel's whatever? Well, because we got government up in here trying to do some nonsense and thinking that they can control my life. And you just don't have a right to steal from me. You don't. You don't. You're not going to get away with the murders of my family. You're just not going to. I'm not going to let you. The Most High God's putting you under judgment, you freakazoid demons. Okay? Anyway, if you are new, and I doubt you are, but if you are new, welcome to the channel. It's a no-nonsense channel. We going after demonic people that want to steal from you. I don't think you want somebody to steal from you. I don't think you want somebody to steal from you. Matter of fact, I know that. I know you don't. If you're a thief, I pray that your hands get chopped off. You never be able to touch another person's stuff ever again. Because the thief did come out today. The thief did come out today. Y'all need to be careful who you let in your house today. If you are having some type of a dinner for the holiday, this Independence Day, people really aren't free unless you're free in the Most High God. Then nobody can put a yoke on you. If you walk in the truth, we be free. Let the delusional people think they got people in a yoke. No, Most High set these people up to fall in their own traps, or they're crazy. All right, sweet Elohim, I appreciate you. Somebody's bitter. Somebody is bitter out here, and they're angry. I guess you're angry. This word goes back to snorting out the nose in the Hebrew language. When the star comes out in the reverse, this is bitterness. And this word is somebody snorting out their nose in anger. I guess you're angry. I don't really care that you're angry. You don't have the A and the P, the app. You don't have a right to get on my app or anybody else's app. Don't care who you are. There's headship out here on it. This is the Aleph head. Okay, we got black magic and stuff. I'm gonna put a spell on you. I think I'm an altar thing. You don't get to do nothing like that to me. I take authority over this nonsense. You don't set over me at all. The Most High God sets over his people. Okay? If you're upright leadership, you would have been upright, and I'm not under your control for some freakazoid nonsense to go on in my life. I'm not under your freaking control at all. I think you all are crazy, what I think. And so probably across seas and out of country and somebody there or whatever. We got people also going to the lake or been at the lake or something's happened around something by water because it's really come out in a really big way. Something could be very much known out here. Or obviously somebody is very well known out here as well, because the Aleph head is somebody who leads clans of people, but they're backwards in their stardom. They're an imposter and they're a manipulator here. They're a manipulator here, folks. Okay, a lot of those stars, and if you are upright in your stardom and you didn't sign your soul away and you use that platform for the Most High God, then I'm not talking to you right here. But there are a lot of manipulators in stardom that has gotten other people's projects and call it their projects, and they're nothing but a low-down piece of crazy. They're just nothing but a low-down piece of crazy in the earth realm, folks. Something is known out here in a very big way, and somebody's angry about it because the app is here, the A and the P. Well, these people need to get out of their apish mind because they're apes. The planet of the apes are here. You don't get to do this to me for 5 years and think that the Most High God ain't going to stand up now, because he stated yesterday that he was going to stand up. He is. Okay? It's time for people to get up and fight against this nonsense, people. To allow the Most High God to tear down the wicked leadership that are in the earth and stop making people mourn. So the little spy checking things out. Somebody does. If there's anybody at the sound of my voice that's upright and you actually sit with the Most High God, then you actually have the right to sit in a really high place in the heavens with the Most High God to bring a judgment on whoever the headship is doing some stuff with the app. Okay, or whoever's snorting out their nose like a nuss, like a ox, just crazy bull. Oh, it's the bull. It is the bull, isn't it? It is the bull, isn't it? Well, we know it's the bull, and you won't bully me. You won't bully me. Some type of communication needs to be checked out. There it is, the bull. The bull. There is this has come out real heavy on my channel, because last night when I was reading, there was a fake preacher there. Okay, and the King of Wands came out on that in the reverse as well. It was a really big fake preacher. And so they do magic. They say hallelujah, and they really don't keep the commandments of the Most High God. They are into a lot of pagan worship, and I'll put a spell on you, and they're fake. The Antichrist is here, especially with that coming out like that. Antichrist is here with us. We talked about that last night. All right. Just like the book of Daniel stated would happen. This is a homosexual that's married, but they jump in bed with same sex, and they jump in bed with their spouse, or their spouse is a cross-dresser. I could also read it that way. There's a lot of them out there, folks. The Most High is really addressing the Illuminati, and because they're naughty. They're dissemblers out here in a really big way. Knowing stuff online. I guess seeing some stuff. What is it that you're seeing? My true information out here, Shannon Hensley, Kansas City, Missouri. I'm sitting here and all my belongings got taken away from me from the government itself while COVID was in effect, and there was a law that stated that nobody could be evicted, but they evicted me. I took all my furniture, my new furniture, and every picture that I ever had. Is that okay for government to do that, folks? Is that okay? And like I said, just a minute ago, I was on my other channel, and I went back to go look at my comments because I did another live video there, and went back after I turned the video off, and I placed this information in the comments. Every time I would place it and refresh it, it would disappear. And I stated on there, my comment keeps getting disappeared, so I kept putting it. On my end, it shows it's disappearing, so I don't know if they're mad because I'm calling you freaks out. You don't get to take somebody's livelihood away because you're a freakazoid. You can go ahead and be mad all you want. You ain't no leadership out here. You don't rule and reign nothing. The Most High God rules and reign. I judge this nonsense going on. Okay? You go ahead and be explosive. I don't care. You sit here taking somebody's livelihood away and being an imposter, acting like you are somebody that you're not. You're not. Work matters are out here. Yes, work matters are out here. Somebody's boss is out here involved in some stuff today. Somebody gonna get there is IT workers showing up real big with this in organization that are not right at all. You people are wrong on every level. Getting up in here and tickling the wires. Show me this tower, yeah. Somebody really in their mind, because there is a betrayal here. 10 swords and the truth. They don't want the truth out. I'm gonna let it out. You don't get to hide the truth for what you've done to me. You don't get to. I need everybody right here, right now, at the sound of my voice, to begin to just share. Actually, let me just say something. I went in on one of my channels to look at the analysis and stuff like that, and it shows that my videos have been shared. I never get any notifications for that kind of stuff. So where are they being shared to? Where are they being shared to? I got it on there that I should get notification for things that are shared, or when I'm mentioned in any kind of other, YouTube. They're very selective in what they allow you to know, because somebody's a little manipulator out here somewhere across country, acting like they're me, and they're not. And when anybody does give to me, they're very selective. They're very selective, and so if somebody does want to give just to help a person have something to eat today, and you are upright at all in the earth realm, then let's do it here live. I'll even answer a question for you here live and pull these cards up, and I'll do a little reading for anybody who is interested in a question. But we have somebody in their mind. They need to be in their mind. You don't get to lie, cheat, and steal in the earth realm, think that you're all that in the bag of chips. You just don't. So here, my comments are open. So if somebody wants to just even test what's going on, let's test this. Somebody wants to you can just send me $1 Cash App. I don't care. I want to test it, people. I want these people caught. Most of God said he was going to catch them. And let's catch them then. Okay? Obviously, I must be talking to the government here. Am I just talking to the government here? I put you under judgment from the Most High God to come stomp you out then right now. Okay? Because I know better. I know better on my channel. Okay? I know better. I know better. Any person that says that they're Shannon Hensley is a liar. If they use another alias name, I don't know. They ain't me, because I'm the true person. Shannon E Hensley, Kansas City, Missouri. Okay? I want people to get up and help me fight against this nonsense out here. Bunch of freakazoids. Why would you people want to show up like a freak? I need somebody to tear down the FBI here in Kansas City, Missouri, and the police department here in Kansas City, Missouri, because they have proven to be crazy. They have proven to be crazy to me. They have proven to be crazy to me. In the they act like they don't know something, and they do know things because they're involved in the nonsense out here. They're involved in the nonsense. I don't have any respect for them because of what they've done. When COVID was going on and I had my apartment, yeah, there's investigations going on. Good. Somebody who sits in a high position can go behind the back of some headship that thinks that they're all that, and they're not. And you are upright. May God be with you to get this thing taken care of, because there is an investigation showing up here. And we have the head of FBI here. We have the head of FBI here. The head, the man, the boss, the chief. Okay, the 8th house goes back to FBI stuff. And somebody's headship is out of control. Okay, getting up in here and tickling the wires and doing some nonsense. You are under judgment by the Most High God, Elohim. You are not God to sit here and touch my technology and think you're going to get away with some type of a murder and thieving on me. You are not God, you freakazoid. You're not. But I was in my apartment one day, and I had like all these police officers outside my door. I just sat there real still because Most High said don't answer the door. And I looked out my people. I didn't do anything to anyone. Nothing. I just get on my channel every day and just whatever and live my life, and had already had experiences with the police that failed me with big fat disappointment. Tried to go into the FBI, big fat disappointment at that time. I guess I ticked them off because I told the truth about whatever they were. Whatever you all are. I don't know. If any of you all were upright, you would have done the upright thing. You would have band together to be honorable in the earth realm. And you just have not done that for me or anybody else. You just haven't done that at all. And I'm real ashamed of you all. I really am ashamed of officers and everything else. They are deceivers until they show otherwise. But I had a bunch of them outside. There was at least 5 or 6 of them knocking on my door, and some little lady police officer, they're just chomping her little gum away like she's all that. I'm chomping her gum. I just thought, how stupid. I just sat there watching the nonsense. Okay, it was a setup. They thought they were going to come in and choke me, and I don't think so, folks. You don't get to put no choke around me. Okay, most I gotta make sure you get choked, because you're nothing but filth in the planet. Is exactly what you all are. All right, whatever's at the top of the head is trickling down to the whole department and making them look filthy, because you all are filthy. You are. But they were knocking on my door. They finally just left. And like a day and a half later, after they left, I think about 45 minutes later, some crazy person came knocking on my door. The person was a weirdo. I don't know who they were. Didn't answer my door either. He just came up to my door, knocked on my door. He had some dog with him, and on a chain. I kept hearing this thing coming up my steps, because I lived upstairs. And the chain was on this dog, and so I knew somebody was coming up my stairs. And I looked out the people, and the guy knocked on my door, and I just sat there on the other side, just looked out my people. I don't even know what the person said, but they're like pointing their finger and talking and doing some crazy, and then they just turned around and walked off. Just crazy stuff. Just crazy nonsense stuff here in Kansas City, Missouri, people. These people are crazy here. They are really crazy here in Missouri. Moab. M-O. Moabites. They bite here. They're nonsense here. They are. If anybody's upright in Kansas City, Missouri, I'd like to see you have a brain on the inside, but I don't think you do. I can only judge, folks. I can only judge what I have experienced. Okay? So don't get mad at me for saying what I have experienced. What you have experienced is what you have experienced, right? You can only say the things that have taken place with you. And I'm telling you that people here in Kansas City, Missouri, setting up in some organization, they're backwards in a really big freaking way. They're freaks, man. They're freaks. What's hidden here, y'all? A commitment is here. This is a contract that's been taken out from my life. A commitment to lie, cheat, and steal, and to thieve. Wow. You mean you took a commitment to lie, chill, and thieve? You took a commitment to be a you're a filthy rat. You're a filthy demonic rat is what you are. Rats go in traps, and I won't go into a trap because I'm not a rat. I'm a child of the Most High God, and I'm here in the planet to expose every Illuminati, Mason, disgusting filth bag of the planet, doing naughty things behind the door, doing their bestiality, crazy giant freaks. Okay? You go ahead and be cray-cray. And be a little mouse and eat your unclean, filthy, disgusting vomit that you do. And the Most I'm going to fry you in the end of this thing for touching me. Okay? Somebody got some type of stupid out here with that nonsense. You people are crazy to me. You're just crazy to me. Something around a love situation, and money is here. Okay? Well, this is money. That is here. It's come out all day, and we know that there's things by water. Actually, the Queen of Pentacles is here at the bottom of the deck. A piece of nutbag is there. Is connected with some bar. Robin. The R is right there. Go ahead and get mad, Robin. I did nothing to you, you piece of nuts. You are crazy. This person, I have emails that have been sent to my email from a person named Robin who got on my brother's account, which he was a police officer himself. So somebody in the police force let the person in to tap in on my technology. I mean, I can only tell you my experience, people. This person is, connected with the police department somehow, and the whole freaking police department let somebody in, let some civilian in to tell me that my cop brother died. Really? What kind of FBI and police department is that, folks? What is that? Yeah, that's right. People need to stand up against. We don't want police. We don't want police officers. We want a different type of an organization that has a name for the true law of the Most High God for truth's sake. Because the pole lice don't work for me anymore. Okay, let them go dance with their little poles, their PO. Okay, to get into your post office box, because that's also happened to me. They can be seduced, and they seduce people, and they let people up in here tapping in on your technology. And like I said, my cop brother, I wrote him a letter when all this nonsense kept going on, and it just sat there for a long time on Facebook. I've told the story several times before, but those of you who are maybe new. And finally, one day I had this notification from my brother, who was a cop, and it was Robin. Robin stated that my brother had been murdered 4 months prior to my letter, and that my other brother had been killed. And when I said, you're going to answer some questions to me, they never answered nothing. Now, why was that sent to me like that? After I already had years, at that point, 4 years prior, of even cops at my door doing nothing about a text message that was sent to me by a neighbor stating he was going to crush my bones, and the cop said, he's just playing. Really? This is the kind of police force that we want, folks? Really? Really? Is that all right? Answer the question, is that all right? Answer it honestly. Okay, the freakazoids, they think that's all right, and I'm not asking you. I'm asking, is there anybody out there that's got a brain anymore? Does anybody have their head on straight? Because the whole head is sick here. Whole head is sick. Hallelujah. No, there ain't no hallelujah. They're fake, false preachers in the church doing some nonsense, right, Jackie? I can run through a troop and leap over a wall, because Jehovah Elohim is with me. Take your sword out today, Yah, and slaughter these freaks and every person involved in it. Yank them out of their spots, take their jobs away, and put them on the street, see what it feels like to search for a piece of food. Let me show this again. Somebody needs to check, and just to make sure, they probably are going to leave it here now since I've exposed some stuff. Just to make sure, this is my PayPal and this is my Cash App, and I am open for donation readings to help me eat today and to keep a roof over my head, because my home was stolen from me by the FBI and the police department in Kansas City, Missouri. Okay? By the Moabites. You know, the Moabites came from people who slept with their children, right? The Moab came out of the two daughters that slept with their fathers. Grossness here. The house, yes, the house, the thievery that's been in the houses and stuff like that. There's also a real estate agent and her daughter that was involved in some nonsense with me as well. Okay, her daughter's name was Rachel. Right, Rach? Never did anything to any of these people. We're always upright and kind to them. Let God in heaven be my witness. I never did one thing. They started the crap with me just because. And you all are in the wrong. Every one of you are in the wrong. Death. Well, something, quietness, and we're not talking. And there is death matters. There are death matters out here. There are death matters out here in a really big way. This is over. There's that looting card that just showed itself in this deck as well. Yeah. And traveling things. And look, people, you better really be careful with who you take your vehicle in to get fixed. You got dirty mechanics out there that'll take a little sucky suck from some type of a seducing piece of grossness out here. Filth bags. Pull their britches down, do some naughty. With them, okay, blow them off and stuff. Hey, I need to get in here. I need you to mess with their vehicle. And we want to make sure that they die, okay? And so they don't even think twice. Their twisted little freaking brain that, wait a minute, I might be on the same street, or my daughter or my son might be on the same street, or, oh, but I don't care. I'm fixing to get some sex real quick. So everything goes out the door on this little sex bribe. That's right, and you curse yourself. They don't even care that they're going to put you on the road to not even try to kill you, to not even understand that they're going to try to kill you and maybe somebody that they love too, but they don't really have love in their filth bags. They're filth bags out here. That's exactly what's taken place with me, like 3 times. 3 times that they've tried to do that to me. And the Most High God has protected me through it. When you talk about crazies, people. And the police are in it. The police are involved in it. Right at the top, the perversion. The perversion. Yeah, in the room. I did a whole reading and asked the Most High God to tell me about the Masons. And the devil came out on them. And this dog was there as well. They want to take you behind the... Look, people, the Masons even have a sculpture that shows you a man screwing an animal. To the Most High God, that is abomination. And the Most High God says people like this shall be killed. They're freaking disgusting. Okay? That's one of their secrets. I don't believe every Mason has gotten that far, but if you are involved in that organization, you will go into a room. The room is here. This is about opening up. And there's a perversion here. The dog take you back to control freak perversion. Okay? Somebody's friend. Is your friend a dog? Yeah, your friend's a dog. And it's but the Masons, that is there. Okay, who in their right mind would make a sculpture to show a man screwing an animal? What kind of twistedness is that? What kind of freaking organization would somebody allow in this country like that? That's filth. That's freaking filth. Jezebel is here. Yes, because the spirit of Jezebel is in the earth, isn't it? freaking disgust. The letter U keeps coming out. Yes, and it's connected with a driving company. Okay, where they pick up, food for you or taxi you and stuff like that. The Most High's got judgment on this nonsense out here with the perverse crap, the control freak crap that's been connected with them as well. I got evidence. I got recorded evidence on these driving companies with some real big nonsense. Wanting you to go like 15, 16 miles. We're going to give you $3. Really? That's alterated stuff on your apps, folks. Okay? Who's allowed to do that nonsense in the earth? What in the world is wrong with people? There's a freedom out here. That's right, because this stuff is going to end. I want justice. I can only give you my experience in the nonsense that's taking place at the top of things here in Kansas City, Missouri. Whoever at the top in Kansas City, Missouri is, they have ruined the whole city by what the crap they've done to people's lives and in their homes and everything else. Okay, this person's got to take full responsibility of what they've done to the department and everything else for messing with me and anybody else here in this city. For sure, legal victory is going to be, yes, because I'm going to get my victory from the heavens, people. I'm going to get my victory from the heavens. The MU, isn't that Missouri University? It's here. Okay? The MD, because you have the D here as well. And some people are far past a doctor. They're far freaking past a freaking doctor. All right. When they threw me out on the street for no reason at all, I was just minding my own business. Actually, I had just gotten done doing a video, and there was a knock on my door, and they threw me out, and they were like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, well, what can I do? They had messed with my vehicle where it wouldn't start, and the police, so-called police, said that they looked at, couldn't get started, whatever. And they had a whole list of my family, and they were like, well, we can call your family. It was a setup. Every one of my family members that they called never had anything wrong with me and my family members ever. It never, ever had any kind of explanation of why they turned from me, because prior to that, I had tried to contact them about some stuff, and nobody would talk to me because they were blackmailed or they were involved in it. Some of them may have just literally been involved in, I don't know. But the police had all this list of family members, and every single one of them said, nah, we can't. Really? You're under judgment from the Most High God for doing that to your family, folks. You really are. Especially when your family members have done nothing to you. Especially if you got family members that say, we love God. And we follow what Christ says to do. No, they don't. They are absolutely liars and deceivers in the churches now. The Most High God says you got a problem with somebody, you are supposed to literally go to that person. I have tried over and over and over and over and over again, put my hand out, say what's wrong, what's going on. Thought I had healed something with the family member that did something to me, and behind the scenes they were trying to get me killed. Regardless, they weren't at peace. They didn't accept that I forgave them. They were still trying to get me killed. It's craziness, folks. Just crazy stuff. Just crazy stuff. But the cops are like calling my family members, and none of them would help. Okay, well, shame on you all. You will meet God for that. He will meet you face to face for that nonsense. Every person's touched me like that. When you leave this realm, you're gonna gnash your teeth in the pit of hell if you don't make it right, man. You people are crazy to me. Get me, the cops said, well, we can take you to the hospital. They got just resources there for you. I was like, well, fine. I don't have nothing else to do. I grabbed what I could in some bags. I have all this day recorded live. I have a recording of what took place on this actual day. They took me to a hospital here in Kansas City, Missouri hospital, and that fake cop filled some affidavit out. It was on September the 23rd, I think it was, 2021. I believe it was, whenever it was. I'd have to go back and look at that video. And I get in there, and they want me to put on a gown, and I was like, what? Why? I'm here to get some shelter. Well, whatever they said, routine, whatever. I'm just like, whatever. They took my phone. They took all the things that I did have in those bags, and they locked it up, and they wouldn't even give me my phone. It was a setup. I sat there for hours. They hadn't had anything to eat. Nothing. Nothing. Somebody was sitting, I couldn't figure out for a long time why the person was just sitting there behind a glass door watching me. I was being monitored for what? For what? No explanation. For what? Oh, they want me to do a mental evaluation. Why? Because somebody's trying to get away with murder here in the city. Okay? I'm fully sane, and how dare you do this to I got videos show that I'm sane and I have my mind. I'm a good hard worker in any place that I ever worked. I was there when I said I was supposed to be, or when they said I was supposed to be there on the schedule. I literally have my mind. How dare you? When you put your tongue on me like that, you set you and your family up for some nonsense to take place with you. Is exactly what you did. Okay? It was a setup, and I just sat there. I would not, they wanted me to do some type of a mental evaluation. Finally, I was like, okay, I'll do it. I said, but here's the stipulation here. I'll do it, but you got to contact my family members, and they got to come down here and get on my YouTube channel with me. And let them, because they were the ones that telling them that my son, actually, he was mad because of my YouTube channel. That's really all it was. Him and his freakazoid wife. I told the nurse or whoever the person was, I'll do it. But my family members got to come down here. I mean, really, people, if they really cared, they would have been down there by my side and said, look, we think you've got a problem. And then they would have had to tell me what they thought my problem was, because I didn't have a problem. They were trying to get away with my inheritance is what they were trying to do. They were trying to get me drugged up by a doctor so that they could do something, whoever was in cahoots at the Kansas City North Kansas City Hospital with whatever all the connections were with the freakazoids. But I agreed to it, and I said I will do it. I will do it. And as soon as I said that, the doctor was like, oh, you will? Just like that. You will? Like real eager. Well, people, this is wrong. This is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. So I said, yeah, I'll do it. But here's the stipulation. My family has to come in here and let us get on my YouTube channel and let them say why they're doing it. Do you think that if they really thought or believed that something was wrong and they had any kind of love in their heart, and they didn't have any love because they all had been contacted right before I even went there to look for just shelter, is what I was told. I mean, the whole thing was a freaking setup. Who has the mental problems, people? My family members have mental problems. They've got psychological problems, really, really, really bad. They got some bad psychological problems, and it's come from the headship themselves. Okay, that's done whatever or got them involved in some stuff or threatened them. I don't know. I don't really care. Do you think any of them, if they cared about me and they were just worried and by God, we just need you to have this done, they would have come down there and showed the love of God? Because I got ordained ministers in my family. Makes them look real bad. Makes them look real bad. Makes them look real bad because they're fake to me. They're fake to me. So anyway, do you think they came down there? No, they denied that. Well, I'm sorry. Then I'm not going to do what I'm not going to. I was all for it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. But they knew what they were doing behind the scenes, folks. They knew what they were doing behind the scenes. I got all kinds of evidence on leadership here in Kansas City, Missouri, and they don't care because they're crazy. They've all lost their freaking mind. They have all lost their freaking mind. The Most High God is going to give me a for sure legal victory. I've been waiting for a long time for it. I am going to get it, and nobody is going to stop that at all. I'm sitting here and I'm charging every person who is in leadership somewhere, I don't care where you're at in the world, to get up and to help. If you don't get up and help somebody that's sitting here with all this information that I've been talking about for the last 5 years, and you don't get up and you don't help me and others who have gotten up on their platforms for some help, then you become an enemy of the Most High God. Do you understand me? You become an enemy of the Most High God, who breathed life inside of you, who gave you the ability to get up and do something upright in the earth that he's given all of us to enjoy. You don't rule the world. You and I do not rule the world. What we rule and reign in is uprightness, in loving on people and getting people to thrive and to celebrate other people and them celebrate you, and not lift ourselves up and say, hey, look at all my credentials. That ain't how God Almighty works. I celebrate who you are and what he's placed inside of you, and if I have something to help you grow and flourish, then that's my job to do that in the earth realm. Not to sit here, I'm jealous. I want to be you. I want to go ahead and bring this little technology over here and make my own little whatever off of something you're doing because I hate you, but I want to be you. See how crazy that is? See how nutso these people are? Okay, I charge you people that are upright, if you are, and you set up in some type of a big place that can knock down wicked people that set up in places that don't have no right to be there, to get up and do something for me right now. Okay, the Department of Justice, where are you? Where are you? Where are you, folks? Why are you getting a paycheck? Sitting up there in your highfalutin places, and people think that they can contact you and get some help, and you're fake. People going into churches and say, I'm here because I was told that I can get a meal here because, I was thrown out. I sat there and told the people there at this nonsense organization that does feed women, only women can go in there, and they once a week sit down with you to help you get housing and stuff like that. And I was in dire need, and somebody told me about that place, and I was very disappointed in this place for what happened. A lady went in there and she got a plate of food. I'd never had any problems to if I wanted seconds, I always got another plate. This lady one day went back and asked the lady if she could have seconds, and she got ripped one side down the other for asking. Okay, you talk about somebody who was already in need and hungry, and their dignity being, just, I don't know. Somebody's just like, you already ate. I already gave you food. You don't need no more. That person's going to feel the same thing. I pray that the Most High God allow that person that is affiliated with that nonsense there, that you yourself feel that very same thing, because you are, the Most High God's not going to be mocked by anybody in this nonsense that's taking place with me or anybody else. I charge you people to get up and do the right thing, or may the wrath of God come upon you, because it's going to. Thanks for listening, folks. I appreciate it. Again, this is my true information, okay? If you see anything else connected with my my YouTube channels in any way, shape, or form that is written any differently, then it's wrong, because this is the correct way to get a hold of me. If you got information, you should be able to contact me through PayPal to just visit with me there as well. I want people who have any kind of information to help me to get these nutsos out of our earth realm. These rats, they're filthy. They deserve to go in traps, people. They really, really do. Thanks for listening.